Our law firm is a place that turns traumas into money.
We represent individuals, primarily people who have been injured.
When a client retains us, we investigate the matter, gather the evidence, prosecute the case, and get it resolved.
We are very good at what we do, but the truth is there's risk. We are only going to get paid if the client actually recovers some money.
This law firm has always been a place that deals with life and death situations, but up until now, there hasn't been anyone watching.
Hey guys, how'd it go?
Hello, ladies.
You get her signed up?
We got her signed up. My name is Jonathan W. Johnson. I graduated from Columbia University School of Law in 1992. Then in 2009, I formed my own firm. Our goal is to do the very best we can to mitigate a trauma that a client has sustained. We're going to meet Jasmine and her sister Jamila and her mom Marvella.
Okay.
She just went in to shop for a dress and then the door fell on her and she's now back in the hospital.
Gotcha.
I can't replace a lost limb. All I can do is recover money, but money will take away stress from someone's life. It will give them freedom and choices they would not have if they did not have money. Hi, Jasmine.
Hello.
I'm Jonathan. It's nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm going to go ahead today and meet with Jasmine in the hospital, which is a little bit unusual, but since she's chronically ill, she's in the hospital very often.
We're just gonna do an intake for you.
Okay.
Essentially, you're just gonna be going over what happened in the accident, okay?
Okay.
Could you tell me, in your own words, exactly what happened to you?
Well, basically, me and my mom and my twin sister went to the mall to try on a skirt for my little cousin's christening. So I went into the fitting room, tried on the skirt, and next thing you know, the door just came off the hinges, dropped down on the ground, and it fell back on me. Felt like 1,000 pounds because it was so heavy. My arm and my body was hurting so bad.
After meeting with them, I feel like this is a clear-cut case. Clearly, the hinges on a door should never fall off on a customer. Based on what you've told me, you were what's called an invitee to the store, so that means they have a duty to you in providing safety for you. Mm-hmm. So I think we can recover for you. We would need you to retain us. Rodney's got the paperwork for that. Even though my initial reaction is that this is a very strong case, we still have to do our homework, gather the necessary evidence, and be able to prove the case to the defendant such that they have no hope at all of overcoming our claims by some bogus defense. Okay, you guys have a great day. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Brandy, first of all, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you and Jamie. I'm John Ulmer. I'm an attorney, and I've practiced law over 4 decades now. Mark, if you want to start on the background.
Okay, so you were on the flight, and tell me a little bit about where you were going and what was going on.
Well, we were on the flight. We went over to South Africa, and somewhere about midway of the flight, I just felt this sting, and it was very uncomfortable. So I said something to the flight attendant. I said, I think something bit me. And she's like, sweetie, you're okay. It was just some mosquitoes. Once we landed back in South Africa, and the doctor saw me, he was like, hands down, something very poisonous bit you. And he had me in surgery the very next morning.
It's okay. It's okay.
The spider bite has been quite an ordeal for Brandy because it involved 3 surgeries and substantial medical expenses. Litigation can be a long process, but we'll get through it without causing too much trouble.
Okay, I appreciate that.
My name is Gus Garai. I am an attorney with the Jonathan W. Johnson law firm.
Want to go ahead and knock?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Eloise just lost her husband at the VA hospital, and it appears there may be a negligence suit here. The truth is, it's very hard to sue the federal government, but April and I are going to go see if there is a chance that there is something here. Tell me what's happened.
Well, Gary, while he went in for surgery, they had to amputate his leg because they said it had set up gangrene.
Miss Eloise, could you tell me a little bit about Gary's pre-existing injuries? I mean, any diagnosis he had prior to going in for the surgery?
Yeah, well, he was diabetic. He had heart problems. I had told him, when they got ready to take him down for surgery, not to give him the morphine. And so after the surgery, the doctor came back and told me, he said, everything went fine. And I said, did you give him morphine? He said, yeah, I think they gave him about 7 doses of morphine, during the surgery. Gary, he started shaking and his eyes rolled back in his head and he was just trembling. I started screaming and hollering. By that time, the doctors came out and he told me, he said, Miss Lewis, he's gone. He was not only a husband, he was my soulmate, my best friend.
Eloise, we want to help you. But as you know, courts value human lives, and some lives are simply worth more, because they're gonna live longer than others.
But you're dealing with negligence. I saw the medicine that they was giving him. He cannot take morphine. You gonna measure the value of his life?
Henry, I'm sorry. That is a cold, hard fact about the law. Life is valuable, but from a legal standpoint, it does matter how old you are and the condition that you're in. And the odds of us being able to recoup what we end up spending on the case are very small still. That said, we're gonna try our best. Eloise, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm very sorry for it.
Okay, thank you.
And it was so nice
to meet you too.
I am a private investigator when it comes to evidence, and I look everywhere I can for evidence because evidence are the bullets in my gun.
Another key point for your case is that PTSD is extremely disabling.
We find out facts that make a case better or worse by doing legwork, by doing investigation, by talking to witnesses.
How did this venomous insect, especially a brown recluse spider, get aboard the airplane?
Well, maybe he had a boarding pass.
You do your best to develop all the facts you can and put your case together, but there is that uncertainty.
So we sent them a demand letter.
How much did you demand on that one, Gus?
$3 million.
$3 million? Are you crazy?
A little. We're as good as anybody can be at valuing cases. That said, we don't have a crystal ball. You may win and you may lose.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
It's great to see you again. From a personal standpoint, these folks were some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. They've overcome challenges and they kept a positive attitude, which is something about them I really admire. So we were able to get your case settled. As you know, we got the insurance company to agree to pay $35,000.
Oh my God. I'm looking forward to basically moving past this and what happened, because honestly, it was a long and hard road, but Jonathan just kept telling me it's gonna be okay and making things easier for me. So I really, really appreciated that.
What do you plan to do with the money?
Going to Florida, I know, and then get Mr. Cat some wardrobes.
Awesome. We were able to get a very quick resolution to this case and did not have to put them through any stressful litigation, which was exactly what was needed for this situation. Well, give us a holler when you get out of the hospital and we'll get together and do something fun. We'd like to see you outside of here.
Oh, okay.
Y'all have a good one, okay?
You too.
Well, it's good to see you again under different circumstances this time.
Yes, I'm in a much better place right now.
Good.
We have come to the end of Brandy's spider bite case, and we've been able to deliver her an end to this ordeal. The other side was tough, but we persisted in what we believe was a good resolution.
Their initial offer was $40,000. We didn't think that was good enough, and we pushed back, and we kept pushing until we finally got the resolution that we think was a fair offer, which was $80,000.
Mm-hmm. We're happy to be here and to bring it to a conclusion.
Most definitely. I'm so grateful for this firm and believing in me, taking on my case, listening to me. We're healing as a family, and we're in a better place, and we're moving on, and everything is looking up for us. This is a huge relief, and I'm so thankful, and this is really going to help.
Anything we can do in the future, please let us know.
Okay. Thank you.
Eloise, very good to see you again.
Good seeing you again.
Have a seat.
Okay.
So how have you been?
I've been great.
Well, we settled up with the government attorneys for the VA, and they produced a check for you for $175,000.
Oh wow,
So, there
that
you
is
go.
great. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. I am so relieved that this is finally behind me, and I do appreciate all the effort Jonathan put in to help me win my case. Now I can put this behind me and move forward and look for the new chapter in my life. This is really gonna help me. Thank you so much.
It is our pleasure to help you. It's been a different experience since I've been here. I got in it for the money, but I love it for the people.
We're so glad that you let us help you out, that you didn't give up. And I hope this helps you find some comfort and peace with your loss.
Yes, I do appreciate it. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful.
The main thing that attracted me to personal injury law was the opportunity to represent individuals. When you represent individuals, they are very grateful when you succeed for them, and they show gratitude, and they interact with you, and in many cases, they become like members of your family.
That's sweetie. Oh, bye. Thank you, Jonathan, so much.
Thank you. So that's what I love about it. I love the chance to interact with people one-on-one. That's what we're all about.